Alright, so this tutorial is for creating new soft jaws and getting them cut for whatever you need. I left the chuck in there. It's really just a representation. It is not necessary to have, but the chuck is there so that you can see what your jaws looks like on the chuck. So you need to figure out what kind of jaws you have. So this jaw is, if you go to home, show hide, measure, and choose this edge, it'll tell us there's a height of 6.4963, and it'll show it down here as well. You can see the depth of it, or the projected length is 2.56, and then the width is 2.44. So we have a 2.5 by 2.5 by 6.5 tall jaws. So this is our standard one. If we do have some 7.5, if you need to extend that, then you can go to modeling and choose this or this face, whichever one you need to extend it by. Let's say we're going to extend this face and extrude, and we go 1 inch, and we can choose our active solid, which would be this one, and that will blend it in together. And if we hit OK, you'll have an extended jaw. So depending on which side you need to extend it. Gonna undo that. We don't need that. So what we're gonna cut this for is, let's say, a 3 15/16 shaft, and it's gonna be a through, so we can hide our chuck and choose XYZ, and going to go to geometry. Make sure your geometry layer is on, and we can choose trim geometry, and we're going to choose this circle, and we're going to go 3.9375, divide that by 2. Okay, that's our circle there. If we click on it, you can see the radius is 1.986875, and it doesn't give us a diameter. It'd be nice if it did. Yeah, you can also go to measure, choose that, and it'll give you a diameter 3.9375. So if you hit escape, it'll go out of measure mode. I think the measure tool is a little buggy. So with this one is an easy one. What you do want to figure out is how far off of this edge do you want to cut in, like, actual. So with this particular jaw, you could cut on this face, and then you would have to flip this jaw over. I would say this is okay the way it is. We can cut off of this, and then we can always make a bigger step diameter if we need to. So this is a pretty simple method to use. All you have to do is click in the empty space, make sure you clear everything out, all your selections, go to modeling. We're going to choose this circle here, and extrude. And all we need to do is extrude. Really doesn't matter how much, you can say 10 inches. So we're going to extrude through that right there. So that's going to be our cut. If that looks okay to you, you can leave it like that. You could also if you go here, click and do this, yeah. So you can go here and one of these views, give us a nice view there. So that view right there, it'll kind of show you how much is being cut off the bottom, and that looks pretty good. So if we go back to this view, what you're gonna do is choose your active solid that you want to cut, which is this one. That's going to be solid 5,000,001, whatever that is. And then extrude as solid. We're going to say cut yes. And then we're just going to cut right through that. We're not removing the outside. So hit OK, and that will put a cut in there. So that's the simplest way to create your through bore soft jaws. Now we need to move this into the right location to create the GDML. So what you can do now that your model looks like what you want it to look like, the cut and everything, you can remove your geometry and we can remove all this geometry, clean that up. So we need to get this hole onto this 0 axis. So an easy way to do this is just move our origin over. And what we can do here is hide our T-nut and go to manipulation, move origin, and then we want to choose this outer edge right there. Okay, and that's moved the origin to the model. And we bring our T-nut back in, and we're on center. So the way this is right now, you can export this. So I'll go File, Save As, and TNG data. We'll go Fixtures, Jaws, Soft Jaws. And then we want to export as a jaw GDML and give it a nice name. We'll 3.9375 diameter through by 6.5. I'll say on 6.5 by 2.5 by 2.5 soft jaws. Okay, and save that there. And that's how you create and export your soft jaws.